Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I'd like to give you a guide or a walkthrough through this current dungeon ranking. And I have two teams. This first one is physical team, and in the next video I'll have a magic team. My physical team is Angel, Aerith and Sephiroth. Seph as only DPS, Aerith is only debuffing and Angel is buffing. And Tifa, especially with her skull banner gear, is obviously the best DPS option. Naki could be an interesting support because he can buff wind damage, but with his newest banner gear is also able to debuff all enemies with just one cast, so it is amazing to save AEB. However, Sid is great here as he can enfeeble enemies and stop them, so most top teams are Tifa, Bard and Sid, and this is just the best team combination I could come up with on my count. And Sephiroth has Shinra Sword, not exploit weakness, because it's 3 AEB per cast and physical, so I can save some AEB compared to Odin's Sword, but it also buffs wind damage, and in this dungeon we can select higher wind buff. So here with those trans abilities, wind buff is a lot more superior. And then I have Angel with Stored Integrity to buff physical attack and physical defense. And yes, Shinra Sword already buffs physical attack, but it's only mid buff, so Angel can buff it higher. And he also has Tranquility for Provoke, and you could use his guild weapon for that. And you'd have physical defense for allies, but I have Tranquility instead because it gives Angel Veil, and it also buffs Seph's physical attack. And until Veil is depleted, Angel doesn't take any damage, so I also take that. But Aerith is mainly just debuffing wind resistance and physical defense in some cases, but I also have Terror Rods and Ramu on Angel to specifically bonk those adds, so I don't have to waste too much AEB on them. And you could try using Bio on those frogs. I tried it and I didn't find it helpful, as you need a lot of luck to poison them without wasting AEB, and Bio doesn't actually do a lot of damage to them either. So I just think it's better to kill them normally and just not use Bio. And also, all characters have a physical X sigil, because with Sephiroth there is no way to kill Nattak fast enough to dodge that sigil phase. Angel has Odin outfit, but you can use any other free event outfit with either MDEF or PDEF. Judgment Bolts for those frog adds, Tranquility with Provoke and Veil, and also to boost Sephiroth's physical attack, Store Integrity, Ultimate Weapon, X Sigil, and 2 stat sticks, primarily with PDEF and P-Attack. And then in sub-equipment slots, I have a guild weapon with physical defense for allies, and 2 weapons with physical attack for allies. Aerith has Behemoth outfit with Seal Evil, Floor to debuff wind resistance, Terror to debuff lightning resistance and prime those adds for Ramu, Ultimate, and Princess Guard is amazing with those free heals, so you don't need to heal at all. X Sigil and 2 stat sticks with physical defense, and then in sub-equipment slots 2 weapons with physical attack for allies and a weapon with attack for allies. And ideally I would put Odin's Sword on Angel, but I would lose 1 ability level if I would switch, so it's not ideal. Sephiroth has Odin outfit with Zantetsuken, Dark Heavens for DPS, and it has 5% C ability brand and it deals 841% damage per hit. Shinra Sword for buffs, Genji, X Sigil, 2 physical attack stat sticks with wind potency, but you could use 1 Thundera Blow just in case if you needed to finish off those frog adds. And then in sub-equipment slots, Seph has Lock, Enemy Launcher and Behemoth Sword, and with Dark Heavens and Shinra Sword, Seph's wind potency is already at level 8, so we have 3 sub-weapon slots to invest into physical ability potency and generic ability potency, so that's just the best weapons I have on my account that felt like they fit this build the best. And also Sephiroth has maxed overspeeds as well. Alright, let's grab this chest, and I'm going to go do Cactuar first. Alright, here Aerith just debuff wind resistance, Seth Shinra buff, and with Angel you want to buff physical defense and this physical attack. And here it is up to you. I'm going to use Angel's provoke and veil so he can take the damage, but it's for used AEB, so it's up to you if you want to use it or just save AEB. Because you take less damage but you spend AEB, so it should have very similar cost. And here just wait until you get max stance and then just kill off the boss. Because at least with Sephiroth I need 2 hits at full stance. Alright, and first trance ability. And I'm going to go with the middle one because it has the best trance abilities. But here, wind potency, but multi-target ability, so I rather take single target since this is what I'm primarily using. And of course, save it. And here, the same thing, provoke. And with Sephiroth, I'm just going to use Gale Strike to get rid of those odds. And it's up to you. If you want, you can just sit on ads AFK and just let them naturally kill them. You'll take damage, but you'll spend less AEB. I just don't have patience for that. So just one more, but also I need some AEB used for the bosses. So alright, and now let's go for Behemoth. And I know doing this boss and the ads is kind of counterproductive because I spent more AEB than I would have if I would have gone for Behemoth first. But it works, at least for me. Alright, this is quick. Floral debuffs, Stalwart Integrity, Shinra buffs, and with Angel you also want Provoke, and just kill the boss. Provoke because those darky faces, they will debuff physical attack and you just don't want them targeting Sephiroth, your DPS. Alright, this should be fine. And another Aurora Blow. Oh really? It has no HP left, so that's fine. It's very close, but you save AEB by not doing Gale Strike. And second trance ability, and of course the right one with physical attack and physical C ability cost -1. This is huge. Now grab this chest and here, of course, save. Alright, here, quickly activate Overspeed and Zantetsuken, so you can do quite a lot of damage, but also so you can start working towards next Zantetsuken. And here, on everyone, just activate Overspeed and then start breaking sigils, but with Angeal, I use his ultimate weapon and Provoke, so he takes all the damage from those Geese Spectres. And with Overspeed you just save some AEB on breaking those sigils. Alright, here there's one left. And just one Gale Strike. That should be fine actually. But with Angeal you just take a lot less damage. And of course the right one, because it gives us the best buffs. And now the last boss. But of course, save here again. And here, floral debuffs, Soul Integrity, Shinra buff, and you also want Provoke on Angeal, if you can do it fast. But here on those Garudas you have to debuff their wind resistance, but also wait, because in a few seconds Garuda will start, well, he is starting his Sigil phase now, so you want to kill him already when the Sigil phase is active, and do the same thing, Floral debuff and Gale Strike on the second one. It's just so you get extra AB for everyone. And here, the last transfer ability, those are very similar. Wind Potency and Wind Potency up tier +1 for Sephiroth, that is great. But Wind Potency 40% is also, they kind of are the same. Alright, and here Floral debuffs and Terra Rod, Stone Integrity, and just buff Sephiroth, Genji, and I will do one Gale Strike on that owl. Alright, and just go with Ramo. Let's see, I think one frog will survive, and I have to finish off the owl. Yep, just don't let this owl heal. And here it should be, yeah, perfect. I know, I just had this big brain idea to just use Judgment Bolt. And it actually works because you save a lot of AEB on those. And also here, save, because we are going to Cactuars. Alright, and here I'm just going to use Shinra buffs and Gale Strikes to defeat those Cactuars. And it's up to you if you really want to sit on those Cactuars and defeat them without using any AEB. Yes, it will take quite a while, but you might save on AEB, but you'll take some damage. But I just don't have the patience for it, so I just rather use AEB. However, I am also here on a timer because I have to defeat this Cactuar before Shinra buffs expire. But I'm just sitting here and waiting mainly for Genji to replenish a little bit. Alright, and now to the boss, and I am also saving every time because I'm a compulsive saver, but I just don't have the patience to sit hours on bosses, so I just save in case I screw up. Alright, before you do any actions, activate Overspeed on everyone to save AEB, but all you need are Shinra buffs and Wind Resistance debuff, and Genji, and just break those sigils. And I need one Gale Strike, otherwise Santetsuken won't kill it. If you have different limit breaks or summons, you get that higher multiplier, so you might just need Wind Blow, but in my case I need Gale Strike. But yeah, that would be it. And this dungeon, or every dungeon, it depends on your account, on your team, and also how much patience you have for it, for this dungeon, because it depends. For example, if on your team Windblow might not be able to finish off an adz or a boss, it's better just to use Gale Strike. It's everything, it's just math on how much AEB you have to spend and how much AEB you can save. But yeah, that would be it. So I hope you found my guide helpful, and thank you very much for watching. I also wish you luck, and I hope to see you next time.